and welcome. If you come live, let me know how my audio is, how my visual is, how my lighting is. Yeah, so uh, I'll wait for 2 minutes, then I will start. So I really hope that you are doing fine. I really hope that you are doing fine and that you are really getting what I am talking about, because I am talking more on the inner healing journey and what you can do in your inner healing journey, something that you can do if you started your inner healing journey. And also I am talking on the science of getting rich, which I use this book just to ground. Yeah. And so today I will be continuing with the sense of getting rich, but let me just wait for people to join. I am really excited about doing these lives. I like it. I like the connection with people. Yeah, and also I like to answer questions. If you have any question, you can type it as we are going, as I'm continuing. So my name is Rachel Mombi Figil. I am a divine alignment coach. I am a spiritual coach. I help people like to align to their most authentic version that they can, or in other words, I help you like to connect, to have that connection with source, to align with your higher self. You can say it in different terms, to come to your highest version, to your best version. That is what I do, and how I help you to come to that. It is by you doing the inner work, supporting you, guiding you, because most of the times when you start to do that inner healing, or when you are in your inner healing journey, even people who are seasoned, most of the times you will need the support, the guidance, because you have probably your triggers, your low moments. You need somebody to be there, to be supporting you, and to be like guiding you, to be mentoring you. And that is what I do. So hi to those who are joining. I see you, Dragon Combat. Yeah, hi everyone. So today I'm continuing with the sense of getting rich. I have said I use this book to ground, like to help you come back, even for myself. That is what I do, because I am not teaching what I don't do, like to come back to the present moment. Because when you are like doing your inner healing, it is very important that you come to the present moment, because there is no past, there is no future. Those are just things that are living in the mind. um, those are just imagination, the past and the future, but the present moment, it is where spirit is, or it is where life is. Everything is happening in the present moment. So if you find yourself that you are always thinking about the past, like you have the energy of the past, maybe regrets, maybe thinking you wish, or in the future, always planning, goal oriented, you need to ground yourself to come into the present moment. And how you do that, it is by being mindful. Something that you can do, for example, it is meditating, breath work. It will help you to connect with yourself, like with your true self, and to come in the present moment. Even connecting with your senses, like maybe touching something. Just by doing that, you are coming into the present moment. Feeling, smelling. When you are smelling, you are in that present moment. You are not in the past, you are not in the future, you are there. And that is where now life is. if you're always like goal oriented, always planning, always thinking of the future, uh, it is the mind. That is the mind, because like you have the mind and you have the spirit or the soul. I'm just interchanging, but there is really a difference, you know. Spirit and soul, there is a difference, but I'm just interchanging the words, because mind, it is like intellect, but now you yourself, who is a soul or a spirit, that is now you. And to connect to that part of you, it is mindfulness will help you a lot, because it will create that space, and within that space now you can like you can connect to your spirit or to your soul. So being mindful, like meditating. Some people don't like meditating. I think it is not many people who like it at the start, but when you start doing it, you will you will understand why you need it. You will like it. So breath work, mindfulness will help you to tap into the present moment, and that is where life is happening. Life is not happening in the past. It is not happening in the future. Life is now. Using your senses, hearing, like when you hear, like you can hear the birds. That is the present moment. That is where life is. You can hear like the cars. You can even hear yourself, you know, inside. That is the present moment. That is where you want to be. At least try to meditate or come to yourself, to your inner self, every other day or every day. Like try to do like 10 minutes meditation in the morning, in the evening. You will find yourself that you are grounding back to yourself. Somebody who you can listen to, if you are not listening to those kind of people, you can listen to Eckhart Tolle, you can listen to Michael Singer, you can listen to this kind of people. They have really teachings that will ground you to the present moment. You can also pray. I find also prayer a big thing that helps me like to ground to the present moment. If you are like really praying deep in the spirit, you can really connect to yourself. So anyway, that was just by the way. I am talking on the sense of getting rich. This book, if you have not read it, read it. The Sense of Getting Rich by Wallace Wattles. It was written in 1910. That is Wallace Wattles. It is Wallace Wattles who said that there is a formula that you use to get rich, or you can use. There is a scientific formula that you can use to get rich, and anybody can get rich, and that is what I am talking about today. That what I am talking about, it is in chapter 2 of The Sense of Getting Rich. There is a sense of getting rich, and it is an exact way. He says that it is an exact science you can use, or an exact formula that you can use to get rich. And he says that people who get rich, it is in one way they have used the formula knowing, or they have like used the formula not knowing. Then they get rich. And in that chapter 2, because he says that there is a sense of getting rich, and people get rich by doing things in a certain way. I want to talk about that certain way. People do not get rich because they come from a certain background, because they have certain education. Have you not seen people who are not educated, they get rich? And those who are educated, they don't get rich. Even people who have the same kind of education, they were in the same class, they studied the same thing, but one will get rich, the other one will not get rich. They can be, it is not, people do not get rich because of having certain education. It is not the education, that is what I am meaning, that make people rich. You can have the same exact education and you have the same kind of business, and one will get rich and the other one will not get rich. It is because there is a certain way that one is doing business that will make them rich. Number two, you can be in the same kind of environment, the same city, the same street. You can have the same kind of business exact, and one will get rich and the other one will not get rich, because it is not about the environment. That is what I am meaning. Your environment will not make you rich. Just because you are in a certain environment, it will not be the reason that you will get rich or not get rich. You can be in the same environment, one will get rich, another one will not get rich. Why is that, you're asking? It is because there is a certain way that you do things to get rich. That is what Wallace Wattles is saying. It is a formula. It is a certain way that people who get rich have that make them rich. You cannot say, that's why he is trying to bring out these points to show you it is not the environment, it is not the type of business, it is not the race, because some others will think this race can get rich, this one cannot get rich. It is not that, because you can have two people of the same race in the same place doing the same kind of business. One will get rich, the other one will, in fact, he says, will be bankrupt. Why? Because it is not about the race. It is not about the age. It is not about your background. It is not about your education, why you get rich. Even it is not about that you believe in God or not. Have you not seen that? Have you not seen that? Because even others will think that they are entitled to being rich just because they believe in God. You can believe in God. You can have one person believe in God, two people believe in God, one will get rich, the other one will be poor. Two people not believe in God, one will get rich, the other one will not. So it is not about that. It is more about that. It is, I'm answering you, it is because of because getting rich will take you doing things in a certain way. And now this certain way, if you're wondering what this certain way is, he continues to talk in this book, putting this certain way in principles. Like the principles, I think there are like more than 10 principles that make this certain way. This certain way, I have said, like yesterday, it is your intention. Like, for example, your intention, why you are doing the business, or why you are doing what you are doing. If you are doing what you are doing without having the intention, your business can be any kind of business. But if you don't have the intention that you are helping people or you are elevating people in one way or another, you will not get rich in that scientific way. And that scientific way, it is the right way to get rich. He have said there are two ways to get rich. There is the competitive way and there is the God way or the scientific way. So we are talking about the scientific way. The competitive way, it is like when people steal, when people underpay people and then they are rich. When people cheat, then they are rich. That is like the competitive way. We are talking about the other way. You get rich, but in a godly way. So it is like one of the principles, it is the intention. Your intention must always be to elevate other people, to help other people, to grow other people. That must be your intention. Why must it be that? Because everybody has life. You know, we are all one. Those are the teachings of oneness. We are all one. And that oneness energy, or that spirit of God in everyone, it wants to grow, it wants to expand. So if your intention is not to expand, if your intention is not to expand, but it is to take, you will not get rich in the scientific way. So that is why when you are doing whatever you are doing, come from the intention of expanding people, of helping people. I have said it might be like, even he says that you are selling like ice cream to children. It does not matter that you are selling ice cream to children. Have it in your mind that as you are selling that ice cream to those children, you are increasing them in one way or another. Like feel that your intention, that you are blessing them, like you are a blessing to them, you know. That intention, it is what man will follow. In one way or another, you will expand beyond your measure. You will come to your highest expansion of finances and wealth, you know. Like light or source will start flowing to you. You'll have ideas, you'll have ways open for you, you will have favors in one way or another. You will expand because life wants to expand all. And if your intention is to expand, to be a blessing, in short, to others, your life will expand. And that is how money flows. Money will flow on that channel. But if you come from an intention of taking, that is what I have said, that it is more blessed to give than to receive. That's why that comes. So when you are giving, when you have a mentality of like you are giving to others, you are giving them more life. I have said you can have different intention. You are giving joy to people, you are giving peace to people, you are giving healing to people. With whatever you are doing, it doesn't matter. Even if you don't have a business, you are employed, become from a mentality that even whatever you are doing in your employment, it is a blessing. It is increasing others. It is blessing others. Probably it is giving them more joy. It is giving more life. If you are a doctor, it is you are healing, like you are healing people. You know, you are bringing healing to people. Put it like that way, because that is a blessing. And you will see that is where now your true riches lie. I am talking about true riches and true wealth. Are you getting me? So if you are not coming, thank you, She. Yeah, thank you, She. Thank you. It's a good compliment. So if you are not like coming from that kind of intention, you are not coming to, you will not come to true godly riches. So try to come to from that kind of an intention. So that is one way of acting in a certain way. Acting in a certain way has many layers, and that is one of the ways that you can act in a certain way. Are you getting me? So what I want to insist on this video of today, that people do not get rich just because they come from a certain background, just because they come from a certain race, just because they come from a certain country, just because they are from a certain gender. Those are just limiting beliefs. It does not mean that, for example, men become richer than women. It is a limiting belief. Anyone can get rich. In fact, Wallace was, it is your divine right to get rich. That is not even something you should be like thinking about. Am I supposed to get rich? Everybody is supposed to get rich. Everybody is supposed to overflow with money. And why is it? He explained why it is so. Because that is a truth. It is so because God wants to like flow himself in everyone. God wants to flow himself in every person. It is the joy of God. And the more things that one has, the more God can flow in them. The less one has, the less God can flow in that person. And if you come to think it, do you think that God will say, you are worthy of money and you are worthy of no money? It is not like that. It is not like that. It is your divine right. It is just a demonic agenda, like to make people believe that some are supposed to be rich and you are excluded. And you feel, and why I am bringing this, because there are many people who even don't think about it. They just naturally think that they are not supposed to be rich. They are not among the rich. That is a demonic agenda. I tell you that devil is cheating you out of your divine inheritance if you allow that mindset to work in you. It is your divine right to be rich, to have everything that you want in life. God is not saying that for you, you are worthy of having your needs met, but for you not. There is no that law. That is not there. That is not even godly. You are worthy of your divine riches. You are worthy of your divine wealth. You are worthy of your needs being met. Everybody is worthy of that. You are a child of God. Do you think that God will create human beings and not have their supply? Do you think that really God will create human beings and not have their supply? The reason I am saying this, it is because I want you to have like a holy anger, like a holy anger, and you feel, oh, I am really deserving, because unless you feel that you are deserving of something, you cannot have it. You will lose it, because you need to have that deservingness to know that you are worthy of something. You are worthy of your blessing. You are worthy of money. You are worthy of riches. You are worthy of not suffering for money. You are worthy of your needs being met. You are worthy of living where your heart desires. And that is why desires, it is source, it is like God in you wanting something. So desires are really something that is godly. If they are in an aligned way, as if you are not desiring like to kill somebody, most of the times desires are just a direction that souls want like to experience. Like for example, you desire to play music, it is because you have that in you. Like for example, I probably you not find myself desiring like to fly a plane, because probably that capability is not in me. But if you are like desiring like to fly planes, you have that gift in you. It is in you. It is like souls wanting to express in that way, to experience life in that way. So you have that in you. So that's why it is not like godly, like to suppress your desires. It is very okay to express your desires if they are coming from an aligned way. You can know if it is coming from an aligned way, because a misaligned, it is off. Like you want like to kill somebody, you want like to steal, that is out. It is not aligned. But even you can hear like children, they want to become this, they want to be, don't stop them, because that is a desire that of souls wanting to manifest in them in that way, because we are all extensions of God. Are you getting me? We are extensions of God. You are an extension of God. I am an extension of God. The tree is an extension of God. Where do you think trees came from? Do you think there was another raw material that created trees? It is just God splitting. It is just God splitting in different ways. But we ourselves, souls, like a soul, S-O-U-L, a soul, it is like an exact duplicate of the source, splitting in different images. So that's why you have this person, you have this person. You cannot even judge people. You cannot even say this person is ugly. Do you know what you are saying even? Even coming to that, we have all done it. But when you come to come into this spiritual truth, there is no like ground. That is the expression of God in that form. God have decided. God find pleasure expressing themselves in expressing himself in that way. So everybody is wonderful and fearful made. Why? Because that is the only expression of God in that way. There is no other expression of God in that way. Like I am the only expression. Like how beautiful is that? How wonderful is that? I am the only expression of source in this form. So that is really something you should think about. And what if you don't know your purpose or desires or goal? If you don't know your purpose and your desires and your goals, I have talked on that in another way, but let me speak again in another still way. If you don't know your purpose, there is something right now you are doing or you are doing in this moment. And mostly you can see probably whatever. For example, let me use myself as an example, and I hope that you get it. For example, right now I am talking to you about this. To me, talking, it is just by talking, but just by telling you about my journey or my life or what I know, sharing what I know, using like a video. That is the way that, you start where you are. That is the way that I am expressing. That expressing of God, that is my purpose. I don't know if you are getting me. There is something that you can do right now. You don't have to look for it. You don't have to think of it. There is an expression, a creativity in you. Your creative side. Because we are made in the image and the likeness of God. And the way God is like the likeness of God, God can create. God is the creator, So you have a creative side of you. The way I am expressing my creative side, I can write too. I love to write. So that is a side of me. That is a creative side of me. So whenever I am doing that, whenever I am doing like writing, that is the creative side of God in me. So whenever I am doing that, I am expressing God. That is my purpose. So I write. Whatever I write, that is my purpose. Not talking, I am sharing what I know. Do you see? I am sharing what I know. That is my purpose. So what can you do? It could not be talking, probably. It could not be writing, but what could you do? Probably you can run. Probably by running, that is how you feel like you are different. It is something you do naturally. Start there. If you start doing that, you do it over and over because it is like creating joy in you. Whenever you are doing that, it is creating like joy in you. Joy is a higher vibration. You are raising your consciousness. Are you getting that? And that is a part of God in you. You do it, and that running, it will go like opening other doors. It will go like opening other doors because your gift will always put you before great men. You know what the Bible says, the gift will bring you before great men. And that is now where your financial breakthrough will start coming. Other people, they'll start just running and then they'd say, oh, let me run like for my country, You are lifting. Do you see now you are doing something for others? That is where your riches will come. It is not spiritual. These all things, you don't have to think about it too much. I have said you can start by praying, which is a very, very good idea. Asking God, if it is even, what do I say? What can I say? Simple things. If it is like cooking, start by cooking. If that is how your creative side is coming out, do it. Do it over and over. It is raising it is joy, Follow the energy of joy. Follow the energy of peace. These are like traces of the Holy Spirit. Those are like the traces of God. Like God is here. That is how God lives. Like the fragrance of God is joy, peace, then it will come favor. Are you getting me? I hope I am explaining in a simple way, because I try like to explain spirituality and inner healing in the simplest way, that anybody can understand, even a child. Because yeah, are you getting me? But start from there. If you are struggling coming to a purpose, of course you are praying, but I don't know, is there something you can do? Anything that you like. It come like from a joyful place, from a place of ease, from a place of that is just you. Even sometimes you have been doing that even when you are a child. Do that, continue doing that. Whatever it is, you think it is a hobby, but it is not only a hobby, it is your path. It is the fragrance of the Holy Spirit. It is the path that will lead to one thing to another. That is how you move, and that is what Wallace Pato says of increasing life. You get promoted. That is how you get promoted, because he has another book of Being Great, and he talks about you being promoted. It is because you have occupied the present state. You have mastered it until you are promoted. You are never promoted if you have not occupied or filled, or your energy have not filled your present position or place. So you only get promoted in life, like even spiritually, when your present position is filled. You have filled it, like there is nothing more you can do. You have fully occupied it. Okay, I am still trying to figure out my purpose, but sure, we can ask God to show, yeah, and take, and yeah, exactly. So when you have prayed, of course, whatever you are doing, do it. Don't think about it. Don't try to, when you are trying to like to logically think things, it is the mind getting on the way, because mind won't like, how will that work out? What? No. If you are gifted with your hands and you find like sewing is something like you like to sew things, do it. If it is music you like, do it. That will lead to another thing, yeah? Whatever, if it is art you like, do it. Just do it over and over and over. Don't give up. Do it every day, because as you are doing it, you are expanding. Because whenever you are doing that, you are creating joy in you. And when you are creating joy in you, it is expanding. And that is a very high level. Joy is up here, you know. And when you're up there, you will be aligned. You will be aligned. So you'll be aligned with your finances. You'll be aligned with your with a lot of things, because you are coming to authenticity. Are you getting me? If it is singing, sing. If it is writing songs, write them. You'll see something will come out of it. Something. You just have to do it over and over. And don't do it with the intention of getting money. That is also something that Wallace Watto says. You are not singing so that you get money. There is a difference. You can feel even the kind of music people get. You can get the energy from the songs. Like if it is somebody like Michael Jackson, many people know him. He was not singing to get money. You can feel in his music if you have listened to it. Like he's singing for his own, God knows what, maybe to entertain people, to make people happy. You can feel it. So that energy is being transferred. And as a result of that, money comes. Are you getting? You can feel people who are singing like even gospel music to get famous or to get more and more people liking them, or to get rich. And people who are really singing to bless people's heart and to bring people closer to God. Because when you listen to their songs, you come closer to God. Do you see the difference? So it comes with an intention. If you are doing like your art, ask yourself, why are you doing that art? Yeah. So just put the intention of whatever you are doing, but do whatever, even if it looks simple. There is nothing simple. It is just source expressing himself. Don't try to logically block the source or block God, block spirit from flowing through you through creativity. I have said the source is creativity. Don't try to block God because of your logic. Okay, thank you. You like my hair? Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I like it too. So are you getting it? Are you getting it? So is there somebody else with a question about purpose, about the sense of getting rich, about inner healing, or anything else that may come into your mind? Or anything else you like me to talk about, even in the next live? But I am saying no. Okay, okay. So if there is no question, oh, what do you mean? Do you have a question, or do you have a topic that you like me to discuss next time? But this week I'll be talking more on the science of getting rich, because it is just for grounding purposes, which is very key in your spiritual journey. So if you need more assistance personally, if yeah, like you need assistance in your journey, you can always check how I can help you. Yeah. So, and thank you for joining and for even trusting me to answer your questions and asking the questions. And I hope to see you in the next lives, and be blessed. Keep growing, keep expanding, and like I pray that riches may locate you. Bye. Can you talk about distracting mind, or what we can do to get more attentive mind? I can answer that shortly. If if your mind is like distracting, you have to practice like meditation. It don't have to be deep like Zen meditation or something. Okay, let me just finish that. So it don't have like to be deep. It have try breath work. I have said you can do four times, hold 4 times, 4 seconds, and then release 4 seconds. You know, 4 times, 4 times, 4 times. You know, or any kind of breath work, deep breathing, like for 5-10 minutes every day, in the morning, in the evening, anytime you have time, do it. It will help you like to have the space, to create space between your mind and like you are how do I say it, and your next move or your next reaction, you know, it will help you. Try that. Can you try that, and then tell me? Try it maybe for today and tomorrow. I can't do why I tried, but I no. If you cannot if you cannot do meditation, try breath work. Breathing, deep breathing. Can you try it maybe for 5 to 10 minutes every day, 2 times in a day? It will help you a lot. Breath work. If you are not a fan of meditation, no problem. What about breathing? Any form of breathing, it will help you. Try that, Try. Okay, can you talk about that? I have talked. Also, when are you going to be live? I'll be live tomorrow again, hopefully, but I cannot say that time. Probably if you have not subscribed, just you can subscribe and you click on notification, I think something, so that you know when I am live. I wait like 2 minutes for people to get in. So yeah, otherwise if I do a live tomorrow, it will be saved on the live playlist, so you can always go back. But it is good if you have a question, you are there so that I can answer. But breath work. Oh, thank you for subscribing. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So we see you tomorrow, or the time I'll do the live. But breath work. I know it looks hard for the mind, but just try it. It will help you a lot. I don't know how to. If you don't know, if you feel like it is hard, even meditation, can you pray about it? Can you ask the Holy Spirit to help you? If you are somebody who speak with God or the Holy Spirit or whatever power you use, yeah, because you are not alone. You have to ask for supernatural help. That is something we forget sometimes. You are not alone. It makes a big difference. Yeah, but breath work will shift your life. Okay, so bye bye. Good night. It is already late where I am, and we see you tomorrow. Thank you for joining. Bye.